All right, so the Democrats have turned this impeachment sham into a circus. Now we got Chucky Schumer. This is great. Now he's invited as a special guest, Lev Parnas. What? To tomorrow's impeachment. Now that guy right there, he's the one that is facing, he's been charged, serious charges, out on bail, campaign fraud charges. And yeah, the Southern District of New York said he may have taken $1 million payment from Russia and tried to hide it. Here with reaction, Republican Congressman Mark Meadows, Jim Jordan, Louie Gohmert. See these three guys? They're called members and the leaders of the Freedom Caucus, without which we're all screwed. Just saying it. Jim Jordan, 4 facts never change. And why is that relevant again tonight? Because let's say John Bolton said the president vented. The president said, they better do this or they're not getting any money. The 4th fact is... of your facts, the 4th fact is it doesn't matter, does it? Because he didn't do it.
Right, exactly right, Sean. No, look, and someone telling the New York Times what John Bolton's draft manuscript supposedly says doesn't change those facts. It never will. Those facts are so solid. I also like what Senator Kennedy said. He said it'll never be enough for the Democrats. They're always going to want something more. And understand where we're at right now, Sean. The witness count right now is 17-0. Adam Schiff subpoenaed all 17 witnesses. We didn't get to call any of them. So it's 17-0. And what do the Democrats want? They want it to be 18-0. And then pretty soon it'll be 19-0. We should stop this now. All the facts are on the president's side. The Constitution is on his side. And the lack of due process that was not there for him in the House, that argument's also on his side. Let's get this over with this week.
I don't know about you, Mark Meadows. I've been friends with John Bolton, or at least considered him a friend. I don't recognize this guy. I don't recognize this guy being willing to let the country spiral down into this mess. John Bolton, I'll say it again. You got something to say? You have an open invitation. We've been asking you to come on the show. Come on the show. Come on the show. You're invited on the show. Got something to say? Something I had to say it. But it still doesn't impact. If the president said, I want to rob a bank, I want to beat up Sean Hannity, whatever. But he doesn't do it, Mark Meadows. We know that the president, we got nothing for Ukraine did nothing for the aid. They got all the aid. They never made a promise. They never started an investigation. Where's the crime? Where's the impeachment?
Well, you're exactly right, Sean. One of the big things is we're trying to comment on an anonymous leak to the New York Times about a manuscript that none of us have read. Here's what I do know. If John Bolton were to testify, it will not change anything. It will not make President Zelensky say he was pressured. It will not make Vice President Pence say that he actually performed a quid pro quo. It will also not inform the Ukrainians that the aid was being held any earlier than they found out in the Politico article, at the end of August. So his testimony doesn't matter. What does matter is 53 Republican senators are going to have to make a real hard decision here in a few days. They're going to have to make a decision on whether they're going to let Adam Schiff continue not only for 3 years, but for all 4 years of the first term of the presidency, continue to obstruct and not address prescription drug prices, not fix our roads and bridges. Hopefully they'll make the right decision, because it's not going to matter in the end, because the president didn't do anything wrong.
Can you figure out, Louie Gohmert, you've known John Bolton for a long time, probably thought highly of him as I have thought about him all these years. I'm not so sure tonight. His lawyer's saying he may have important details in this case, but we're not going to tell you what they are. And we've got a book, but we're not going to confirm or deny anything that might be or not be in the book. And we're going to hold it out there, and we're going to sell the book. And meanwhile, first they're going to invoke executive privilege. Now, not in the Senate, they're not going to do it. So can you figure this out? Because I can't.
Well, and I can't either. And I've known John Bolton, and I've liked him for years, and felt like he was a great American. But he had to know when he submitted that book to the general counsel at the NSC, where Vindman's brother works and others, that there were going to be problems. And it had to have been, he is smart enough to know that he was going to create problems, or at least visually give the Democrats something to raise Cain about, even though there is no there. But tomorrow's going to be a great day. Questions are going to be asked of the House managers. And even though the senators agreed They can't object to the content of an answer. If Schiff doesn't answer a question, they need to submit it again. And if John Roberts is going to actually preside as he's supposed to, he should direct the witness to answer the question. So I'm hoping we're going to see some good answers tomorrow.
Okay, now moving forward, Jim Jordan. So I guess if we have 4 weak Senate Republicans that give in to the Schumer Schiff Sham show and they go down this road to take on the constitutional role of the House, then I guess I want to hear from the congenital liar staff. I want to hear from Quid Pro Quo Joe. I want to hear from Zero Experience Hunter. And I want to hear from the hearsay whistleblower who's reported last week that it was actually plotting getting rid of Trump on week 2. With another Obama holdover in the Trump White House.
Yeah, you go down the road, you got to go all the way down it. And if they're going to be witnesses, then Republicans should at least get our first witness. We've had 0 of our witnesses. And I think first and foremost, it should be the whistleblower. Whether they'll go there or not, I don't know. But one of the questions I'd like to know is...
I want Joe.
Yeah, well, one of the questions I want to know is, tell me what date. What was the date when the whistleblower first came in contact with Schiff's staff? When did that happen? When did it happen, Mr. Schiff?
Yeah.
All right, who would you like, Mark Meadows?
Exactly.
Well, obviously, if we don't get the whistleblower, we need Hunter Biden, because we know that indeed he was involved in, at least at best, touting a resume that didn't deserve the job, and that he got it because he was the vice president's son. So I see this all coming to a close, hopefully, on Saturday.
Louie?
Yep. We need Adam Schiff's staff, too, witnesses.
Well said. All right. Thank you guys. These 3 guys, we need them.